Welcome back to Dr. Liu's VCE Biology. Today's topic is human change over time and scientific investigation, as presented in the 2019 VCE Biology exam. Let's learn together. If teachers, parents, or students notice mistakes in my explanations, please provide me with your feedback. Students experimented to investigate how temperature affects bacterial growth. They spread bacterial cells onto nutrient agar plates and incubated them at -10 degrees Celsius, 15 degrees Celsius, and 25 degrees Celsius. All other variables remained constant. Over 4 days, they observed the agar daily at the same time, recording the percentage of nutrient agar covered by bacteria. The results were then compiled into the table below. The data indicate that the percentage of nutrient agar covered by bacteria increases with temperature. This supports the hypothesis that higher temperatures lead to faster bacterial growth. Because this study examines the influence of temperature on bacterial growth, temperature is identified as the independent variable, and the percentage of nutrient agar covered by bacteria is the dependent variable. For the data to be considered reliable, students must repeat the experiment several times and check if they obtain consistent results. A histogram displays the inferred average brain size for various hominin species. It shows that more ancient hominin genera, like Australopithecus, had smaller average brain sizes, while more modern Homo species had larger ones. However, Homo floresiensis is an outlier, having the smallest inferred average brain size among hominins. From Australopithecus to Homo species, hominin evolution shows trends of decreasing canine size, decreasing zygomatic arch size, an increasingly bowl-shaped pelvis, and an increasing arch in the feet. All mammals have hair. Hominoids, which include humans and their fossil ape ancestors, are distinguished by the absence of a tail. Since the animal in the image lacks a tail, it can be classified as a hominoid. It would not be possible to classify the Denisovans as a separate group from Neanderthals, as the fossil sample is too small. As both groups are extinct, one is unable to determine if fertile offspring could be produced. Mitochondrial DNA, mtDNA, rather than nuclear DNA, was extracted and sequenced from the young girl's finger bone. This is because mtDNA is inherited solely from the mother, providing very similar DNA samples to other female ancestors, whereas nuclear DNA contains the entire genome. In Africa, the hominin groups present were H. sapiens or H. heidelbergensis. This is supported by the lack of fossil evidence for other Homo species in Africa and the absence of Neanderthal or Denisovan DNA in modern Africans. For Southeast Asia and Papua New Guinea, the hominin group was Denisovans, as modern Asian and Pacific Islanders possess 3 to 5% Denisovan DNA. In Europe, the hominin group was Neanderthals, evidenced by the 1 to 3% Neanderthal DNA found in most humans with European ancestry. This section, titled Human Change Over Time and Scientific Investigation, includes 7 short answer questions, worth a combined 7 marks, and 1 multiple choice question, worth 7 marks, totaling 14 marks. These 14 marks represent 11.7% of the assessment's total possible score of 120. 11 topics are covered in the assessment, split between Unit 3, 5 topics, 48.3%, and Unit 4, 6 topics, 52.5%. These topics encompass cell biology, nucleic acids and proteins, DNA techniques, biochemical pathways, photosynthesis, respiration, biotechnology, immune responses, disease, population genetics, speciation, determining relatedness, human evolution, and scientific investigation. If you need my help, please add me on WeChat or WhatsApp and send me an email. Thanks for your attention. Please note Dr. Liu's VCE Physics channel, Dr. Liu's VCE Chemistry channel, and Dr. Liu's VCE Biology channel.